When that vegan teacher uploads a video to YouTube, she might pull anywhere around 10,000 views. But the moment she goes live, 500,000 people suddenly show up. There was no build-up or any recent viral moment to explain it. Just hundreds of thousands of viewers appearing almost instantly. And that's what people started questioning. Because while her live streams are pulling in numbers that most creators would kill for, the engagement doesn't match. The chat barely moves, the likes don't scale, and once the stream ends, those viewers completely disappear. So the question people started asking wasn't, why is she popular again? It was much simpler than that. Is that vegan teacher faking her views? I'm Indart, and as always, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. If you haven't seen my previous video on that vegan teacher, here's a super quick recap. Not long ago, that vegan teacher was one of the most disliked creators on the internet. She built her platform by attacking anyone who wasn't vegan.
Can I get the most expensive item on the menu?
I wouldn't know what that would be by heart. I think it would be the steak palatable.
Okay, yeah.
Steak, he just said yes to steak. No, that's a definite X. Don't do that. Why are you promoting the of innocent animals? Those cows did nothing to you.
Comparing regular people to historical monsters.
Gordon Ramsay is worse. He stopped at 6 million victims, not Ramsay. He encouraged well over 60.5 million people to keep animals after I played my ukulele and sang a 15-second song on TikTok asking him to please spare their lives.
Mocking tragedies and pushing shock value further every time attention started to dip.
The animal going on right now. He's the worst in history.
Her rise was fueled by hate watching. Her fall came when even that wasn't enough anymore. After feuding with celebrities like Gordon Ramsay.
Are you okay with bestiality? Well, apparently Gordon Ramsay is all for it because this is what he pays for. This is what he tells you to buy. Products that come from this incredible, disgusting bestiality, this slavery. Disgusting. Leave animals the f*** alone.
Mr. Beast.
Is one of those vegan? Is the one that you are giving them to eat right now vegan? Is it yes or no?
2 brand new Feastable bars, milk chocolate, and...
What?
TikTok eventually terminated her main account. Her relevance collapsed, and whatever audience she had left moved on. Or at least, that's what everybody thought. Because now, out of nowhere, she's back, and somehow pulling bigger numbers than ever before. Around a month ago, that vegan teacher quietly shifted her focus. Instead of uploading traditional YouTube videos, she began to livestream. At first, nobody noticed. Her regular uploads were still struggling, barely cracking 5 figures. And the streams weren't performing much greater either, with the first hour-long stream only garnering in 7,000 views. Her next one somehow managed to pull in 27,000 views. However, nobody really paid much attention as the following one plummeted back down to only 8,000. But randomly one day, while putting in even little effort into not even including a thumbnail to the stream, she managed to receive over 66,000 views, followed by 150,000, 300,000, 500,000, and at one point almost up to 600,000 viewers on a single hour-long livestream. For a creator who was supposedly washed, this made absolutely no sense. But when you actually look into the live streams themselves, there's a whole other problem that hasn't been explored yet. If you genuinely sit down and watch one of these streams, there's nothing about them that explains hundreds of thousands of people choosing to stay. They're low effort, repetitive, and nearly identical every time. I actually went to the effort to watch an entire stream from start to finish, and I don't think I could have enjoyed it any less if I tried. She's constantly singing songs like Show Empathy, Have Mercy, and Animals Are Here With Us, Not For Us. All while forcing random viewers to read her pre-written dairy industry horror cards.
Okay, can you tell us a vegan fact? What do you know so far about being vegan? Hello? Okay, I'm gonna have to go to somebody. I'm gonna have to.
No, wait, I'm here.
Answer my question.
Yeah, plants have protein.
Yeah, my finger was this far from deleting you. All right, you made it through.
Make fake vegan promises, like digitally signing a card that states, I promise to stop consuming all dairy products because I don't want to be cruel to cows. Since I learned that the dairy industry is a cycle of and I no longer want to buy anything that comes from there. I prefer to be kind, so I will only choose vegan options from now on. She scolds guests for simply giggling, mispronouncing words, or being under 18.
But you gotta be mature now. Are you over 18?
No, wait, yes.
No, and then I have to get rid of you because you're not allowed to be here. You said no as your first instinct. Bye. You have to be over 18. I already said it. Okay, do not come into my live stream unless you are 18 or over.
She yells at trolls, blocks half the people that join her.
I think it's pretty sick. I'm gonna block you immediately. You're blocked. Goodbye. So guys, I just blocked this person. They will never ever be able to see me or contact me again.
Rants about God being drunk or stupid.
Okay, we're people who question religion. We don't just automatically just believe that God is up there as a good guy, okay? God is either drunk, lazy, stupid, or dead. God is not helping us. Who is helping the animals right now? Hey, thank you for the dart in the heart. You're at the right place to start TikTok. So be vegan from now on.
All while begging for likes, super chats, and new subscribers. She cycles through the same vegan talking points she's been repeating for years, and real interaction with the chat is minimal at best. It's exhausting to watch and try to keep up with, and honestly, it's just lame as shit. Here's where things get strange. On a live stream with 500,000 viewers, you would expect the chat to be flying. Messages constantly scrolling, donations rolling in, and thousands of likes per minute. That's just not what's happening. Instead, the chat moves significantly slower than you'd think. The like count never scales with the amount of viewers, and donations and super chats are almost non-existent compared to what you'd normally see with numbers this high. For comparison, creators pulling 50,000 live viewers usually have more visible engagement than she does at 10 times that amount. Then there's the biggest red flag of all. None of these viewers convert. A livestream that ends with 400,000 people tuning in, and her next uploaded video struggles to hit 3,000 views within an entire week. The shorts on her channel don't explode any greater than they originally were, so there's no long-term growth to show for it. In a normal scenario, even a small fraction of those viewers sticking around would completely revive her channel. That's not happening. It's like the audience only exists while the stream is live and vanishes the second it ends. Because these aren't traditional live streams, they're shorts live streams. And that changes everything. Short streams are typically filmed vertically on a phone while simultaneously being pushed directly into people's shorts feeds. So when someone is casually scrolling, they don't choose to click into her stream. It just appears between regular shorts. And here's the important part. Even if someone watches for a single second, it still counts as a viewer. They don't have to engage, they don't have to like, they don't have to have a single care in the world. If it appears on their screen and they hesitate for even a moment before scrolling past, that's another view added to the total. That's why the numbers look so record-breaking. When people see 500,000 watching, they assume that 500,000 people actively chose to tune in. when in fact it's closer to 500,000 people briefly scrolling past the stream over the full hour. Each one gets counted, each one inflates the number, but almost none of them stick around long enough to matter. That's why once the stream ends, everything drops right back to normal. A quick look at other streams on her account will prove this. The streams from today will be sitting at 20,000 views per hour, but wait until a day later and the whole thing falls off entirely. Now, some people hear all of this and immediately say that she just figured out how to game the system. And while on paper, the numbers do look impressive, but numbers without conversion don't mean anything. While the subscriber surge might be her best ever, she hasn't successfully been able to revive her already abysmal community, just a flatline the moment the stream ends. And the reason people stop scrolling on her streams, even for a second, isn't because they support her message. It's because they recognize her face and the reputation around her. On my previous video, I got hundreds of comments talking about how they stumbled into her streams while scrolling shorts, so it makes sense that almost all of her viewers are simply hate watching to see what psycho thing she'll say next.